All right, welcome back to another video. It's LP, writer and creator of the comic book known as Nyobi. You can get Nyobi on eBay right now through our eBay page, link in the description, or go ahead and order it from your local comic book shop, Nyobi Birthright, coming out really soon. With that all being said, let's talk about comics. Let's talk about crowdfunding comics, and let's talk about fulfillment. Right now, I am currently involved in fulfilling my comic book Nyobi Outbreak number 2. I am 10 days behind after schedule in doing so. And I feel like I'm dragging feet. Now, in the world of comic books, if you are a couple of weeks late, that is a nothing burger. In fact, you are probably at that point considered early. We decided that we were going to put books out in October, and I did, in fact, begin shipping in October, about mid-October. We are November 10th at this time, and I am just wrapping up the last batch of packages that I need to do. So technically, we are late. Not really, but we are late. I get it. When late products, happen, especially when it goes on for months or years, that's a problem. If it's a couple weeks late, guys, I would say give the creator some slack. I'm glad that my backers haven't come on top of me yet. But I agree when, there are things that are being said in this thread that I think we need to look at. So instead of me rambling on, let's go look and see what the problem is at hand. And then we will go ahead and do the in-depth sort of expose here. Professor Haytinen, friend of the channel, quote unquote, says, as a creator, I'm entitled to your money, but you as a customer are not entitled to a product, end quote. This is exactly what is wrong with the crowdfunding scene. If you give a fulfillment date, you honor it. If you can't honor it, you're as scummy as the mainstream. It's quite the statement. So like I said, in my case, we said October that we would be sending out books. We did, in fact, start doing that in October. We are November, and we're still sending out books. So the train is moving. And I know he's not directing this at me. In fact, it looks like he's directing this at someone named Matt Barr. Now, I've heard that name thrown around a few times. Don't know much about him. But let's see what's going on. We'll come back to Professor Haytinen's thread here, but let's go to the source. You know what I mean? So the source actually happens to be HAJ, Jaguar World, me, myself, and I as the pronouns. And he says, wow, I'm such an unreasonable customer. I am so unreasonable that I only ask for a crowdfunded comic, graphic novel to be delivered in a slightly more timely manner, and complain once my patience runs out after 2 years, John. Years. Not weeks, like me. Years, John. And even show proof of my backing number. EI Horror. And of course, he's quote tweeting Matt Barr here saying, oh, the sky is falling. Some random weirdo on the internet is mad at me and he thinks my book won't be worth the wait. Well, maybe it will, maybe it won't. That remains to be seen now, doesn't it? You're an unreasonable customer. You're the customer that asks for hot water and brings their own bag of tea. You're the customer that eats. I hope I eat. You're the customer who eats the whole plate and wants a refund. Get the fuck out of here. Okay. All right. There's a lot to go through here, and I'm not going to follow the rabbit hole to the bitter end. But I will tell you this. That after 2 years, this customer's got the right to bash on you. Hell, I got the right to bash on you, and I don't even know you, man. Right? When I'm out here, sitting in my chair, looking at the comics around me going, fuck, I'm 10 days late. I got to bust my ass and get this done. And you're dragging feet for fucking 2 years? Yeah, there's a problem. And it's guys like you that make the rest of us look bad. And you're going to say to me, LP, this Matt Barr guy has nothing to do with your business. His comic and your comic are two separate things. Let him run his show, you run yours. That's great and all until we start talking about the world of crowdfunding, because in the world of crowdfunding, we all share in the same bucket, right? We're all crabs in that bucket. And when one crab fucks up, he fucks it up for the rest of us, right? So let's say this customer, HAJ, let's call him Jaguar. Let's say Jaguar decides he's not going to back any other books because Matt Barr here gave him a bad experience. Well, now you potentially just cost someone a customer, whether it's me or someone else on crowdfunding. You know, when tweets like this go around, it makes crowdfunding look bad. Everyone's like, I'm tired of waiting years for these books and never getting them, or getting a book that didn't meet my quality expectations or came in damaged. Or I'm getting the guy that I back calling me unreasonable after a 2-year wait. No, no, no. That's a problem, guys. That's a huge problem. So back to here. This guy, he says that Jaguar needs to spend 40 days to owners at least and calm down. He needs to draw more. He shits on a grade school level. The most anti-comics gay thing anyone can do, finish a comic book and ship it. Keep wanting and smoking the reefer, Matt. Your face ain't getting any prettier, neither does your work ethic. You know, if I'm a customer and I'm waiting 2 years, yeah, I'm going to be saying some shit, right? So let's go back to Professor Teenan's thing here. He's quote tweeting Matt. He says, you are, in a sense, calling this guy an unreasonable customer. You're badgering me along with several known anti-comic skaters. The Boogiemons. You asked about the book, I told you about the updates, and you proceed to continue to unreasonably be rude and talking shit. Now you want to play victim. I told you about the updates. I told you the book's at the printer. But you want to keep coming at me over. That's unreasonable. Grow up. Now, without seeing the comments, he could or could not be right. But how many times have we heard this excuse? The book's at the printer. The book's at the printer. It's been at the printer for fucking months. I don't know if that's the case with him, but it very well could be. Look, get your shit out, right? It's good to do updates. Don't get me wrong. If you're updating, great. But if you're just updating with excuse after excuse after excuse, that comes tiresome after a while. Bruce says this is one of the most glaring issues and why Eric Dry is creating so much excitement and getting such strong support. Yes, the book's finished by pre-order and delivers within a short turnaround. My order this week will be delivered around the same time next month. Now, here's the difference with Eric July and most small-time creators, right? Because Eric July is not a small-time creator. Eric July is a e-celeb. He's a celebrity, a YouTube, small, but yet small YouTube celebrity, right? And so he has the money to pre-make the book. Most people on crowdfunding don't. So here's the newsflash. Most people on crowdfunding actually need the money they raised on Crowdfunder to make the book to begin with, to pay for the printing, to pay for the shipping, to pay for supplies, to pay for the talent. Okay, Eric July put that all out on money he has already earned. And Professor Teenan just jumps right in with the same point that I just made. He says most creators don't have the financial strength to do this, unfortunately. What is important is that what you promise is what you get. Fair enough, right? Warren Brown says, it happens way too much. I'm still waiting on Monster Hunt from Mike S. Miller. It's about 2.5 years late. Years late, John. Years. And Mike is ghosting us. Some creators shouldn't crowdfund if they can't deliver. Hear, hear. Professor says, what I hate is, but my book is quality excuse that we keep getting from a lot of people. I expect quality from the books I support and want to buy anyways. So, yeah. Warren says, that's not really a good excuse. I mean, shit happens, but a lot of this is bad printing, or, excuse me, bad speaking, bad planning. The Professor says, I mean, I got Bronze Star on time. It is high quality, looks great, great story. However, I had issues with Florida Man's delivery originally, but it was compensated to me. Matt Barr. He looks like fucking John Tolliver's fucking ugly twin brother. That's not the situation at all, and you're being dishonest. I owe the backers a book, and I understand they're waiting. Good. At least you got that far. It's why we have been providing updates on the campaign. The book took longer than expected because the way we're doing it changed. Well, oh well. You can ask me what happened instead of trying to blast me on Twitter like a spurging idiot. I'm not blasting you, says Professor Teenan. I'm blasting everyone that's doing this. Giving updates is not the same as delivering a product, and people in general are getting tired of excuses by everyone. It's not the same, really. That's two different things. No shit. You put me on blast because you retweeted me, and not the 3 people that have been badgering me, mentioning my mom sexually and making criticisms to the art they haven't seen. Well, maybe part of that criticism is they haven't seen the art. Maybe they haven't seen much from you at all. You know, is that the case? You're entitled to updates. You're entitled to a product, but that doesn't entitle you to be a fucking asshole. Be human. Try it. No, look. You're 2 years late, pal. You're 2 years fucking late. You don't get to say the customer is always wrong situation anymore, okay? You don't get to do that. You're late. Just like I'm late. Look, someone has the right to say, hey, you promised me a book in October. It's November, and you're still mailing them out, and I don't have my book. That is shit I got to take. And that's up to me, if that happens, to make it right with that person, okay? All I see you do is calling people spurgs, calling them dishonest, and saying that because you are given updates, that's like a free pass to extend your lateness. It's not. You should be doing everything in your power to speed up the process. Gene Dark says, I swear I'll never crowdfund. I'd be too afraid of letting people down. I mean, here's the problem. Some people, they misguide how long it actually takes to get a comic done, or they misguide in the sense of their finances. They spend too much, or they didn't make enough, and now they find themselves in this financial trap of trying to fulfill their commitments, but at the same time, they don't have money to even send out a $13 package. This guy says, I'd rather sell a kidney or start an OnlyFans. I reckon I get more takers for the kidney. Or just do the old-fashioned way and put in the Christmas overtime. A lot of people are starting to look at things like in this manner, by the way. Honestly, all there is just setting appropriate expectations for your customers. Hell, I do this in my day job all the time. Let's see. Oh, I've raised money for charity. I got commissions. It's not like I'm an angel or anything. I just feel humiliated to be asked for money for something that I just do for free anyway. Well, that's on you. I mean, get paid for your work is my suggestion there. No more 9 to 5. Yeah, no, I hear you. Look, it's a big problem. It's a big problem. And again, Matt Barr is Matt Barr, and I don't know him. And if he listens to this, Matt, I don't know you. But I can tell you this, haven't been in the game for 10 years, being published and in comic book shops, have ran successful Kickstarters, been around the block on YouTube, met all the personalities. You're 2.5 years late. Updates are fine, but you need to get the book out. And you need that out yesterday. Okay, just like I'm busting ass to get my books out that I'm 10 days late on. And man, if I was 2.5 years late, I would quit the fucking game. That's an embarrassment. It's a fucking embarrassment. Guys, you need to do better than that, man. You're going to be in comics. You got to pull up your big boy pants and get the shit done. All right, guys, that's it for this video. No sponsor this week. I got to make a video for my eBay page and use that as an ad until we do Nyobi Outbreak number 3 coming in early 2024. So stay tuned for that, and we'll be back with more videos soon. Peace.